Today I will share with you a solo gold farm that has gone unnoticed by majority of players. It is the 50 gold per hour challenge mode fishing. We all know that fishing is already one of the best solo farms in Guild Wars 2 ever since End of Dragons launched, and although it is a much more laid back method of farming gold, it gives significant gold per hour returns. And I have already covered this in a previous video where I explain all the masteries that you need, where to buy stuff for a day of fishing, and most important buffs that you need to have to get the most gold while fishing, and I update the best maps to fish on in that video's pinned message. This video will make the gold returns from the previous video look like peanuts in comparison. We will go over the prerequisites, why you may or may not want to do this, what the gold per hour looks like, backed up by hours of data, and my data collection method, and why it is much more reliable than some of the online resources that you may have come across. We will be fishing in Inner Nayos at night time, in Dream Pools and Nayosian Pools, have mackerel as our bait, and have fishing power at 975. Nayos has a lot of scattered pools around the map, which makes traditional fishing almost impossible. As you know, in order to have max fishing power, we need to maintain the 99 stacks of fishing party catches buff, and the moment you get off your skiff, you get 10 seconds to get back on it or risk losing that buff. We will solve this by making use of 3 different methods. First is by getting the item booster buff, which gives you a 33% chance for extra fishing strike, so that you can get anywhere from 3 to 5 fishes from one fishing node instead of the standard 3. Second is by using a consumable called Zephyrite Fish Jerky. Consuming one jerky gives you 25 stacks of fishing party buff, and so consuming 4 will max you out at 99 stacks. You can buy these off the trading post or craft them yourselves. Unfortunately, the recipe to craft them was introduced during last year's Festival of 4 Winds, and if you weren't around at the time or taking a break from the game like I was, you missed out on getting the recipe. However, if you have this recipe, you can craft and sell these on the trading post and make a good amount of profit, almost doubling your investment in the ingredients. Third method is by making use of your mounts effectively and with a certain amount of skill to navigate between the scattered pools within 10 seconds so that you do not lose the fishing party stacks. If you can practice navigating between the pools and nail the route that I will show you in this video, you will only need 4 Zephyrite fish jerkies at the start of your fishing session. I have spent the last 2 to 3 weeks collecting data for this map. Many online resources that you may have come across gather their fishing data by fishing for 10 minutes per map and then extrapolate that for 1 hour to get the gold per hour values. The way I collect data would be, I think, more reflective of the gold per hour values for your average Guild Wars 2 players. Unfortunately, the night time in the game only lasts for 40 minutes. So I have gathered data for 35 to 40 minutes over the last 15 to 16 sessions and extrapolated to get the gold per hour values. This Excel sheet that I will link in the description is the average drops for 5 sessions for an average of 42 minutes and the average gold you can expect to make over your standard session after taking out the 15% trading post tax for selling these ingredients. Now for the route. We focus on these 3 pools. We start south, making our way to north. Getting from south to north is easier than getting from north to south without losing your fishing party stacks. We only use the roller beetle to get from south to north, like so. To get back to the southern pool from north, we use Skyscale, Griffin, Roller Beetle, and Bond of Vigor, like so. If you want, you can also start off your session by placing the personal Jadebot waypoint at the North Pool so that at least for the first round you are sure to not lose your fishing stacks. If you want to enter the giveaway for 100 gold and 2 stacks of Ecto, subscribe to the channel and leave a comment with your in-game account name. Here are the last week's winners. Congrats and thanks for watching.